Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, before we get into the meat and potatoes, please do understand that we are running out of time for the pre-orders of the Hurt Season hat. I think we got 4 or 5 more days left. So make sure you pre-order your Hurt Season hat and get your free gift, man. Hundreds of people have ordered their hats, man. Shout out to y'all. So we're going to be stepping in uniform this summer with our Hurt Season snapback, man. So I'm going to have the link in the pinned comment section. I'm going to have a link in the description for everything pertinent that you could tap into, that everything I'm involved with. Make sure you do that. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. That's the goal. That's one of the goals, one of the milestones. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. Let me help you understand something real quick. They're going to be talking. They're going to be talking about everything that don't make sense right now. It's their job. They're going to use our emotions against us to create clicks. Now, the new thing is there's no general consensus of us being sure on Jalen Hurts. There's no consensus in the building. The consensus is a general agreement or something like that, if I got the definition right. It's just an agreement, really. See, what they want us to do is they want us to be vocal about what we're going to do, but that's just not smart with a draft coming up. They want us to come out here and say Jalen Hurts is the starter. You know what I mean? They don't like the mystery that we add into this. See, certain teams can't add the mystery to it. It's no guessing about who's going to start for the Bengals. There's no guessing. You just can't guess it. You really can't even guess who. I mean, there's not much guessing that's involved with who the Jaguars are going to take with the first overall pick. Some things are just for certain in the NFL. And the things that the NFL and the things that, the media around the NFL can't put out as a certainty, they start to create narratives around it to generate clicks. Now listen, tell me how does this even make sense? I don't even believe in the story that the Philadelphia Eagles tried to move up to 3. I don't even believe that we tried to move up to 3 to get Zach Wilson. First of all, 3 ain't high enough to get Zach Wilson, honestly. It ain't. You got to be either 1 or 2. 3 ain't high enough if you want to land Zach Wilson. It just ain't. Zach Wilson is most likely going to be the second dude off the board. That's number 1. Number 2, they saying the reason why we weren't able to do it because we didn't have leverage. Well, we had the 6th pick. We already had the 6th pick. So what makes you think that we were going to be able to do it with the 12th pick? What more leverage do we have now that we didn't already have? I'm confused with that. You know what I'm saying? We had the leverage. Look where San Francisco came from. Didn't they come from like 12 to 3? Didn't they jump up a bunch of spots? You know what I'm saying? Come on, it don't make no sense, man. So a lot of things, man, you just gotta use your common sense. You gotta use your common knowledge. We had the arsenal to move up in this draft if we wanted to. Come on, man. I just don't think we was interested in it. I think that more of our focus right now, especially with trading back, and we're going to get into that, was, to build up certain areas that needed to be built up. Now, you have an interesting situation with Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts is a starter in this league. I think Jalen Hurts could be a starter for sure. The thing about it is this. You got a guy on a rookie deal who you can start some ball games with and still further evaluate him while getting other pieces around you, man. What Howie Roseman did, listen, in trading back to the 6th spot, I think it was brilliant. Now, we all know the things that Howie Roseman got on his plate. We know that Howie Roseman is good at making deals. He's good at making trades, but he's not good at drafting. So far, everything Howie Roseman has done, from get the cap number down to bring in a guy like Anthony Harris and to trade back 6 spots for a future first-round pick the very next year. We wanted an additional first-round pick, right? We thought we should have got that for Carson, right? We got it for moving 6 spots down in the draft. One way or another, Howie Roseman got us a first-round pick. Now you're saying you could potentially have 3 first-round picks next year, or worst-case scenario if Carson Wentz don't ball out, 2 first and 2 second. Come on, man, you can't argue with that with a team that got this many holes. We could talk about the pros and cons. The only con that really stick out to me was 2 cons that stick out to me from swapping these picks and us now having a 12th pick. The major con for me It's not even the fact that you might miss out on generational talent because you don't know what a lot of these dudes going to pan out to be. A lot of these guys that are so-called generational talents, somebody going to be there at 12. Mark my words, somebody going to slip down. So that's not really a con of mine. Yeah, it's up for debate. Yeah, you could talk about it. But the main con for me is picking behind the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Football Giants. That's a major con for me because the Dallas Cowboys can be petty. We know that. The New York Giants not as petty as the Dallas Cowboys, but those two division dudes, bro. Two division dudes. You don't want to be right there with them dudes. And you see the arsenals that they putting together in the offseason. So that's the major con for me. Listen, man, somebody gonna be there at 12, and Howie Roseman gotta do the right thing. In order to make this move as brilliant as it's looking right now, you gotta hit in the draft. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to hit in the draft in order to make this move a success, in order to make this move brilliant. The Philadelphia Eagles have, so far, in my opinion, had a better offseason than I expected. This offseason is panning out to be a really, really interesting and a really, really better offseason. I mean, at 12, you look at guys like Micah Parsons could be there. You look at Devontae Smith. Everybody say now. You know what's really bothering me? Now all of a sudden, nobody was even talking about Devontae Smith except me. Y'all all had y'all eggs in the basket. Y'all all had y'all wedding dresses ready for Jamar Chase or Kyle Pitts. Y'all was running to the altar with that. Now, I've been screaming Devontae Smith. Now I'm telling y'all that Devontae Smith most likely still going to be there at 12. Now y'all telling me he's not. Y'all, a lot of y'all wasn't even looking at Devontae Smith. Let's keep it a buck. A lot of y'all only was looking at Kyle Pitts and Jamar Chase because that's how the media has trained you to think that there's nobody else good in this draft. I think Howie Roseman is doing a damn good job. I do. I think he's doing a damn good job with this draft. I'm not listening to these reports coming out here that's saying that the Philadelphia Eagles not all in on Jalen Hurts. I'm not listening to it because it just don't make sense. It don't make sense. Now, there are going to be guys there for sure at 12, and then you're going to have some surprises there at 12. You go for the surprises immediately. Listen, man, listen. 5 teams from 1 to 12 probably going to take a quarterback. And between 1 and 12, I think it's like another 3 or 4 teams that don't need a quarterback change at all. The Bengals are going to run with Joe Burrow. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people like Daniel Jones ain't going nowhere. Dak Prescott ain't going nowhere. You see, they in front of us now. A lot of them dudes need offensive linemen. A lot of them teams need a lot of other things to help the quarterbacks they already have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't need a weapon. Everybody don't need a wide receiver. Dude, come on. I was worried about the Giants taking a wide receiver at first, but they got a nice free agent acquisition. Things changed. The needs of teams have changed. We slid back, and I think it was a brilliant move. I'm not listening to the noise about a general consensus. Come on, bro. What the Philadelphia Eagles are doing is actually very smart. They're not showing their hand. They're not saying who they all in on. It's a draft right around the corner. It's a draft about a month away. Why would we tell you we all in on him so we can give you an idea who we going to draft? Come on, bro. We playing chess, not checkers. We're playing chess, not checkers, bro. And I love to see it. Accumulating these draft picks and doing things the way that we doing lets me know that Howie Roseman has a different mindset. Now all he has to do is listen to his coordinators and pick who these guys think that they can mold into Pro Bowlers. Let me know what you think in the comments, man. And get your Hurt Season hat now.